doubled its revenue, on-source revenue collection. This remarkable progress reflects the impact of strong leadership, automation, improved accountability, teamwork, and commitment of every officer involved in revenue administration. Your Excellency, under your leadership, Kiambu County has invested in automation, strengthened revenue management systems, enhanced accountability, improved taxpayer experience, and cultivated a culture where performance is measured, monitored, and rewarded. Today's conference reflects that philosophy. We are saying to every officer that performance matters, innovation matters, integrity matters, and excellency deserves recognition, Your Excellency. As we recognize today's top performance, let these awards inspire all of us to do even better. Our journey is not complete until we unlock the county's full potential, revenue potential. Together, through innovation, integrity, excellent customer experience and service, enhanced compliance, we can mobilize more resources to improve healthcare, roads, water, education, and other essential services for the people of Kiambu. Finally, to all those who will receive today's awards, congratulations. You have demonstrated that excellence is possible. You have challenged us to raise the standards even higher. To those who may not receive any award today, remember, this is not the finish line. It is an invitation to grow, innovate, and excel. I have no doubt that the Kiambu County will continue setting the pace in on-source revenue mobilization and move steadily towards realizing its full potential. Your Excellency, on behalf of the County Treasury, the Revenue Administration, and all partners, thank you for your leadership and steadfast support. Thank you, and God bless Kiambu. Asante. And at this juncture, I will invite our County Secretary.
Thank you very much, Waziri. Your Excellency, the Governor of the County Government of Kiambu, the Honorable Dr. Kimani Wamatangi, the Deputy Governor, the Speaker of the County Assembly, the Deputy Speaker, Leader of the Majority in the County Assembly, members of the County Executive, Chief Officers, members of the County Assembly, all members of the county staff fraternity, the chief executive officers and chairpersons of organizations represented here. Good morning. In the interest of time, I would like to be very brief. And Your Excellency, at an occasion such as this, we recognize and appreciate the oversight role of the County Assembly to the executive, and we also appreciate how decisive, intentional, and purposeful the County Assembly has been in partnering with the executive to deliver its mandate. And for this reason, Your Excellency, with your indulgence, kindly allow me to invite the Leader of the Majority, Mheshimiwa Musheke, to introduce to us the members of the County Assembly who are with us today. Also, invite the Deputy Speaker and finally the Speaker. I would kindly urge the Assembly team to be brief today. We'll have another occasion where we can have a tour. So kindly let us be as brief as possible, Mheshimiwa Musheke.
Thank you so much. And we hear you, and we are going to abide by that. Your Excellency the Governor, Dr. Kimani Wamatangi, the Deputy Governor, Rosemary Kirika, allow me to ride on the protocols that were set there before. And as the majority leader of Kiambu, I would have wanted to ask Mchungaji of today if one can be able to be in more than one of those set groups that were there. Because personally, I would have wanted to be an anchor to this gentleman called Governor Wamatangi. I would also have wanted to be an Abisai to have this David of today in Kiambu. Because Dr. Kimani Wamatangi, whatever you've been able to achieve is actually measurable to what King David was able to do in Israel by that time. Let us clap to the county governor of today. And as we come to celebrate the achievements that we've been able to achieve as a team, because I'm calling it as a team under the leadership of the county governor, because even the team from the county assembly has done more, because they are the ones that have been passing the budgets, also passing the finance bill. So it is a team that has come together. Even as we come to celebrate these many achievements, one thing that we cannot forget is where we have come from. If we were to be led by a chickening man, we could not be where we are today. We all know that the fights that were directed to this county government were started immediately Governor Wamatangi was put to power. And that one we shall never forget. We may pretend to forget, but that one will always be in our mind. And so, we know this is a journey that has been tough, but because of this gentleman that is tougher than those that wanted to bring other shenanigans and sideshows, we have been able to reach where we are. And Governor Wamatangi, the only thing that these people of Kiambu, especially the business community, will support you for is because whatever revenue you have corrected has been seen to what agendas has been directed to. At least we can see the 6 level 4 hospitals that we have built within the 3.5 years. We have seen the 26 level 3 hospitals that have been put to use in the 3.5 years. We have seen the 12,000 street lights that have been put courtesy of the revenue that has been corrected. We have seen the steady supply of medical and other related supplies to our hospitals because of the revenues that have been we have been able to correct. Therefore, even as a business community, we continue to support this county government. Just know that your efforts is going to things that really matter to the lives of our people. And we know without a doubt that there are so many naysayers out there. But one thing I know from the people of Kiambu is that we are going to give Governor Wamatangi another 5 years so that he can firm up the things that he have done for us. Finally, Governor Wamatangi, what you've been able to do within Kiambu in terms of revenue, we would want to see that in the entire country when and that time you become the president of this Republic of Kenya. Having said so, allow me to just request the members of the county assembly to remain upstanding for a minute. Maybe not a chance to come here because of time. Please, members, and as we clap for them, they are part and parcel of today's achievement. Kamera izunguke vizuri, waonekane wale ambao wameshirikiana na Governor Wamatangi kuhakikisha hii kazi imefanyika. Having said so, allow me to welcome the Deputy Speaker to come and make some few remarks, and also call upon the Speaker also to make his remarks. Asanteni sana.
Thank you very much, Majority Leader, Your Excellency, the Governor Kimani Wamatangi, my colleagues, waziris, all department of the county. Good morning. My name is Jiro, MCA Thika Town, and also Deputy Speaker of this great county. Your Excellency, I know today is your day. And ningesema tu kidogo ya ile mambo tumefanya, Your Excellency, ukiwa gavana wa 4 wa hii county. Your Excellency, tumeona matunda ya ile pesa inachukuliwa Kiambu. Your Excellency, wale gavana walikuwa mbeleni, nilikuwa na bahati, tulikuwa tunapeana bursary once per year, Your Excellency, na tulikuwa tunapeana 1,000. Mekunja umesema ni 5,000, Your Excellency. Ya pili, Your Excellency, unajua bill ya Kenya Power ilikuwa mingi sana, ilikuwa 700 million, Your Excellency. Wakati umeweka hii Sorite, Your Excellency, imepunguka kama 1,200, Your Excellency. Na ndio unaona, Your Excellency, mambo ya hospitali, mambo ya city ya Thika ile ambayo tumetusaidia, Your Excellency, ilikuwa kwa manifesto yako. Najua ile pesa tunachukua saa hii, Your Excellency, tukifika mwaka hiyo ingine tukipata city itakuwa double, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, nikimalizia ni kusema, jana nilikuwa naona TV, nasikia senator mmoja ambaye sitamtaja akisema kaunti yake wajajenga hata ICD moja. Walikuwa napeana mfano na Kiambu. Nafikiri very soon, Your Excellency, mangavana watakuwa nakuja hapa kubenchmark ndio waambie mahali pesa zinatoka, na ningehakikishia watu wa Kiambu na Kenya mzima, hii mambo yote tumefanya sisi kama wabunge, hatujaongeza hata ndururu kwa ile revenue tunachukua na ile service tunapeana kwa Kiambu. Kwa hivyo hata wale wanasema mambo mingi huko kwa siasa, sisi tunawaambia saa hii tunafanya kazi. Sisi tuko kwa kazi, wale wanatafuta ili agenda wanakuja nayo wakuja na yao, na sisi tuko na yetu ambaye tunaendelea na kazi, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, na mimi nitakuwa beneficiary wa hii serikali yako, kwa sababu nitakuwa mbunge wa kwanza wa Smart City in Thika, Your Excellency. Nikimalizia governor, ile tu ningeomba investors wetu wasitumiwe, wasikubali investors watumiwe na mtu binafsi anasema wanadhulumiwa. Hii pesa tunachukua, investors ndio wametusaidia na wanaendelea na kazi. Kwa hiyo kwa mengi, Your Excellency, nataka kuchukua hii nafasi ni kuambia 2027 tutasema roho ndio hiyo na kazi ndio hiyo. Thank you very much. Let me take this opportunity to welcome my boss, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Thiong'o.
Asante. Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker. Let us appreciate our Deputy Speaker in a good way. Your Excellency, the Governor, Deputy Governor, in the interest of time, let me ride on the already established protocols. My name is Charles Thiong'o, Speaker of the County Assembly. It's a momentous day today, Your Excellency, when we celebrate yet another milestone. We are going to lose count, Governor, of the milestones that we are breaking every day, having that discussion as we are walking here. And it is testament of the transformative journey that we are having as the county government of Kiambu, that we are intent in bringing change, and change that is for the betterment of our great people of Kiambu. The English people say, talk is cheap, and the taste of the pudding is in the eating, Your Excellency. We can eat and taste that pudding, and we can see the journey that we started off in 2022. The majority leader has alluded to the challenges that we faced when we were getting started, but we are happy that the Almighty God has brought us this far. We are almost at the tail end of our first term. I know my brother, Reverend Kimaru, mentioned that it is our last budget. But I want just to add a rider, Reverend Kimaru, my good brother. It's our last budget for this term. Before we get started now for the term that we are going to start off in 2027. Isn't it good, people? I mean, we must profess that with a lot of faith, Reverend Kimaru, and I know you meant that, but just for the record, we are willing to get there. So I don't want to talk much, Your Excellency. Us from the County Assembly, we have offered you the necessary support. I know one of the most transformative pieces of legislation that we enacted was the establishment of the Kiambu Revenue Authority, has been alluded to. It has been very instrumental in ensuring that we harness our energies in revenue collection, which has helped us achieve the objectives and the aims of the county government. Just two things quickly. One, we are doing our bit in raising our own source revenue. And I will forever keep on bringing this discussion. A very good discussion. Our OSR is doing very well. But we must also address the elephant in the room, which is the sharing of the national equitable share. The fourth revenue generation formula that was formulated by CRA just before we got started in this financial year has some issues. Because we must all agree the services are provided to the people. So when we are discussing about sharing of the national cake, and I want to challenge leaders at the national level, members of parliament, those at both National Assembly and the Senate, let us ensure that we follow up on the interests of these great people. Our county, among other counties that are heavily populated, have been prejudiced in a big way in terms of the formula that was formulated by CRA. So as they challenge us to do a bit, our MPs, our senators, kindly, can you also follow up on our interests at the national level? Isn't it good, people? Yeah, so everybody must play their bit. As they challenge us to do a bit, they must also equally play their bit so that we move this together. So as I wind up, Your Excellency, in the interest of time, we'll also want to commend the team led by Waziri, Nancy. They have been very effective in terms of revenue collection. I would just want to have a challenge as we do this revenue collection. Let us ensure that we maintain the human face as we interact with Wananchi, because it is very important. I know we've discussed this with you, Your Excellency. As you get back to the mamambogas, as you get back to the people with kiosks, there is no honor in chasing people and taking their wares. I keep having this discussion with you, Governor. I always get disgusted what I used to see somewhere else, not in Kiambu. People come and they take their wares and all that. It is not necessary. If we talk to our people well, they see where their taxes are being put into, they'll have no problem in paying these taxes and levies. So we must always endeavor to ensure that they have the human touch as we interact with our people. Because at the end of the day, even these levies and taxes we are collecting are for the benefit of our people. So mimi sitaki kuzidisha zaidi ya hapo. Nimesikia mmesema roho ndio hiyo na kazi ndio hiyo. Ya, na niwesema hiyo ni slogan nzuri sana ya kusema hapo ndio tunaendelea. Governor, sasa uendelee namna hiyo. Na kwa hawa wabunge ambao wametushikilia vizuri, nilikuwa naona wanaambua na Mheshimiwa Eric, msikuwe na wasiwasi, time inakuja. We'll be given an opportunity. We have a bit of constraint on time, but kindly let us appreciate our members of County Assembly. These members, they have their names written in indelible ink in the annals of history because they have stood firm in very difficult circumstances. If not for anything, for their steadfastness, they must be remembered for the firm stand that they took. So mimi sitaki kuzidisha hapo. Mwenyezi Mungu awabariki. Deputy Speaker, mimi nakuombea hiyo maneno ya thika, mimi nakuombea. Hata mimi nafikiria unaniombea hata wewe. Si unajua niko na maneno ya pale headquarter ya maziwa pale Githunguri. Pale Githunguri hata mimi nacheza kama mimi. Asanteni sana, Mwenyezi Mungu awabariki. Want to call our acting CS back on stage to proceed with the program. Thank you very much.
Makofi mazuri kwa speaker.
Thank you very much. The County Assembly, as a family, we appreciate you. We know we may not be able to achieve much as a executive arm of the government without your support, without your partnership. Your Excellency, as we eagerly await for you to unveil the performance, allow me to say just one word, that our potential is infinite. The only limit we have as human beings and as a county is only in our imagination. We are only limited by our own drive because the bar is set as high as we want to push it. With those few words, I would like to welcome the Deputy Governor on stage to give her remarks and welcome you.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the Governor of Kiambu County, Dr. Kimani Wamatangi, distinguished invited guests, honorable members of the County Assembly, led by the County Assembly Speaker, Deputy Speaker, Leader of Majority, and in the interest of time, all protocols observed, I'd like to welcome all of you to the Kiambu County headquarters as we celebrate a milestone in the own source revenue collection. Secondly, I'd like to welcome all the invited guests. Thank you for sacrificing your most valuable time to be with us. Today, I'd like to address the people of Kiambu as follows. One, I would like to say that our achievement in own source revenue did not happen by chance, neither did it happen by accident. This is a product of hard work by our staff, the product of good governance, and most importantly, the product of political stability that we are enjoying currently as a county. Secondly, I would like to tell the people of Kiambu that this time round, you got it right. That finally we got a leader who has the county of Kiambu and the people of Kiambu at his heart. And this is none other than the governor, Dr. Kimani Wamatangi. This is a leader who has found a formula that works. This is a leader who has formed a committed team that performs. And through this, we have been able to lay the foundation in Kiambu County, and our next responsibility is to stabilize the foundations. Therefore, I want to urge the people of Kiambu to say no to any kind of political instability. We want our county to be stable, and we do not want to change the formula. And now, the moment has come, the most eagerly awaited moment, that of unveiling the performance results of our own source revenue. And therefore, I would like to welcome His Excellency the Governor of Kiambu County, kindly come and unveil for us revenue.
Wow.
Makofi mazuri.
Wapi makofi mazuri ya His Excellency?
Thank you, Governor. Karibu sana, Governor. Thank you.
Tuketi chini tupate viti vyetu, alafu tuketi. Haya, asante sana Deputy Governor wetu, viongozi wote ambao tuko nao hapa, wa Speaker, Deputy Speaker, Majority Leader, members of the County Assembly, our team here, our CECs, and today with special recognition to our CEC Finance and your entire team, County Secretary, all our members in Cabinet, our chief officers, members of the big, great team of Kiambu, in whichever capacity you serve in, our invited guests, and our good friend, Reverend Kimaru, who has given us a great devotion this morning. Anyone else who finds himself in this joyous occasion, sitting in this tent, Heidi high. Heidi high. kumbe hamjui kujibu. Ukiambiwa, when you are told, hide high, you answer, hide ho. Hide high. Hide high. On great occasions like today, on days that stand spectacular and unique, on days that a story that has been imagined as impossible to achieve, on a day when dreams and aspirations come true. That is the greeting that stands. Indeed, when you answer hi-de-ho, you answer hi-de-ho when you are clapping. Hi-de-hi. Thank you. Thank you. We will start with unveiling. I have a few remarks to make as I welcome everybody this morning. I'll make a few remarks. It's been a long journey. It's been a long journey for our team as they prepare the unveiling of our achievement this year. Let me just say, I was looking at this small book here that you find me holding. This booklet, I held it in the year 2021. And I walked around with this booklet in the entire of Kiambu County, telling the people of Kiambu that yes, we can. And today, have we done it or haven't we? Yes, the journey is long. There are still many rivers to cross. But at least hope pumps in our hearts when we see the steps that we have made this morning and this day, this year. And as we plan and map our journey with God on our side, in the next financial year, we are going to have made much more tremendous steps. So, as we prepare to unveil, and I believe my team is here ready to unveil, just bring in and then let the world see, let the people of Kenya see, let the people of Kiambu have their moment of pride that their resources that they have entrusted on this team that I lead, that their resources have found safe hands, that they have found caring hands, and a team that is mindful and knows that we can only reinvest those resources back to the people. So we'll launch. I have a few words to say as we celebrate together. Mumefurahi? Haidi hai. Haidi hai. Asante. So let's, can we get to launch mara moja?
Yes. Are you ready? Are you ready? Toa simu. Toa simu yako. Toa simu yako, washa light. Toa simu yako, washa light. Toa simu yako. Toa simu yako, washa light. Are you ready? Are you ready? And let us go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 6.5 it is. Let us all stand up. Simama, simama. Weka mkono juu hivi. Weka mkono juu. Weka mkono juu. Let us celebrate. Let us all celebrate. Weka, nipe. Weka mkono hapa. Weka mkono hapa. Weka mkono hapa. Ina mapande ya kulia. Ina mapande ya kushoto. Ina mapande ya kulia. Twende juu kidogo. Twende. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Let's go. Papa, let me give me this. Give me this. Give me this. Aya. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Weka mkono hapo. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Cheza kidogo. Huyu ni nani? Ni Gavana Kimani Wamatangi. Weka mkono hapo, nipe makofi. Nipe makofi. Aya. Turn to your neighbor, give them a high five. Turn to your neighbor, give them a high five. Turn your neighbor, give them a high five. Yes, thank you so much, Your Excellency. Cheza kidogo. Cheza kidogo. Weka simu kwa mfuko sasa. Weka simu kwa meza. Weka simu kwa meza. Alafu weka mkono hapo. Weka mkono hapo. Bariki gavana. Bariki gavana. Bariki Excellency. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Back to Your Excellency. Wapi shangwe na vigelegele.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Asanteni sana, basi tuketi na hiyo roho. Kazi ndio hiyo? Roho ndio hiyo? Asanteni. This is a remarkable day. This is the day that the Lord has made, as Pastor said. We have walked this journey, the steps. Ladies and gentlemen, the people of Kiambu, the journey is illustrated here very, very well. The journey we have walked since the year 2022 in September, when you gave me the responsibility to be your lead servant in this county. And amongst all that we serve with, that we have served faithfully, I want first to thank God Almighty that He has seen us through those 4 years. There have been 4 years of huge effort. It's been a journey that has been full of up and downs. We have had to face momentous challenges right from the day when we got elected. And through from our first year up to today, the challenges seemed as if they would not give way. But God has been faithful. Our people have been persistent. Our citizens of Kiambu have been forthcoming, and they have trusted us. And they have been very wonderful that when we reached out to them and showed that we mean what we say, and we say what we mean, they came forth and gave us the most precious gift that you can give anyone, and that is your trust. The people of Kiambu gave us their trust that if and when they put their resources in our hands, they had faith, and they still have faith, that we shall put those resources in good use. When I served in the Senate, and on many occasions it was repeated, that the potential for various counties, and especially when it came to Kiambu County, were numbers that then looked like they were from the moon, for lack of a better word. That time, the county of Kiambu was collecting about 1.94 billion when I was in the Senate. When I came and I was entrusted with this job, the steps that have been illustrated on that ladder going up, and one more time, clap for yourselves. There is no reason why we should not believe that we are the dream team and the dream will come true. There has been no relenting. The first OSR or own source revenue that was collected by this county when we got the mandate was 2.8 billion. In our first year, we raised that revenue from 2.8 billion to 3.59 billion. The first year. In the second year, we raised it again to 4.57 billion. And for the third year in a row, we raised the bar even higher. And we collected 5.45 billion. And this time, we have raised the bar even higher. And today we have unveiled a total collection of 6.5 billion. Many people are wondering, how did we do this? It looks like it is magical. I want to tell the people of Kiambu, we are not stopping here. We are not stopping here. The sky is not even the limit. That amount of 13.5 billion that was pronounced in the Senate is within our sight. This county receives about 11.5 billion in disbursements from national government.
Thank you. Roho ndo hiyo, kazi ndo hiyo. Apologies.
Okay, we get settled. But with one affirmation, that the dreams and the achievements of this government are not powered by electricity. They are powered by vision. They are powered by determination. They are powered by a relentless pursuit of excellence. So power or no power, electricity or no electricity, the dream cannot die. The vision cannot die. And that is the way it is in Kiambu County. As I've said, many people are wondering, how can this get done by one government, one administration, straight in 4 straight years? And I want to lay our challenge as a county to those that are our naysayers, I was saying that we get 11.5 billion annually in allocations. It is our target that within the next 3 years, we are going to match shilling for every shilling that is disbursed to this county. And so, those that have been watching on the sidelines to see whether the cap will fall, God willing, in the year 2028, this county will be collecting that 11.5 billion plus, and we shall be on our way. We shall be on our way to ensuring that services in this county are at the level that we intend them to be. The story is simple. The story is simple. How have we raised 6.5 billion in one financial year? I have repeated this in so many occasions, and our citizens bear us witness. We didn't do this by asking our people to pay more. We did this by asking government to waste less. And that is how today we feel and are confident that it is not by chance. There was no windfall that made us collect this amount. It is through discipline. It is through commitment. It is through a pursuit that we know we have mapped clearly. I like the story that I initiated as we were having our first discussion before the launch about this booklet. This booklet has word for word, step by step, of what, when we got elected, we intended to do. And we are not only grateful, we are also hopeful. Because of what we have done, we are able to do more. And God on our side, like I've said, we will do wonders. I promised the people of Kiambu that upon election, we were going to transform education in this county. And in this little booklet, and I want to urge those of our residents in Kiambu that can access it, that have a look at it and see step and word for word if what we said is not what we are doing. I had a pillar here that was called Leave No Child Behind. It's what I preached about as we were going around this county. And we said we were going to attain 100% transition of all our kids into good, clean, habitable, hygienic, well-planned, including a feeding program in our ECD learning centers. Kiambu County has got about 550 primary schools, of which none, when we got elected in the year 2022 August, had a single modern ECD learning center. As of today, when I stand here, we have managed to build, complete. We have children learning in those classes. We have a proper and consistent and sustainable, documented in law, feeding program for our children. And we have built a total of 512 ECD learning centers as of today. To their completeness, not a single classroom, a complete ECD center with 2 classrooms, PP1, PP2, an office for the teacher, and a play area for the kids, good ablution blocks, and including books and other stationery for our learners. And so when our people ask, when you give that shilling, where does it go? We don't need to answer with rhetoric or with stories. Our ECD centers are spread in the entire of Kiambu County, from the deep of Lari to the heat of Goliba, to the down side of Karai, to the top of Katondo North. Everywhere you go, you will always see that signature, one that you cannot miss, of those three band colors that stand for Kiambu County. We decided to brand so that when we brand, we also inspire ourselves and we say that we can do more. I know the people of Kiambu now have gotten used to the brand that they see of white. And white stands for purity. Purity of mind, purity of soul, and purity of concept. That we are here to do wonders. I said in this manifesto we are going to transform healthcare. As of today, we have again set a record that one administration in 3 years can build first class and first quality level 4 hospitals with a more than 180 bed capacity. We completed 6, which we have already started equipping. We have built in more than 24 wards now, a total of 28 level 3 hospitals, and as we speak, there are teams in Ruaka today in Denderu, level 4 hospital. There are teams headed to Kahawa Sukari to equip that hospital. There are teams that are ready to equip Dumberi, which is here, that is just getting finished. We have teams that are ready to equip Gadega and Deya hospitals. And by the end of this process, we will ensure that according to the constitutional mandate, that there is no citizen of Kiambu who will have to travel for more than a kilometer to access first quality health care. In Kiambu, here in Kiambu level 5 hospital, we have received delegations from as far as Eritrea to come and benchmark with Kiambu County. We have installed modern day equipment, X-ray equipment that when we installed was acclaimed as the most modern south of the Sahara in Kiambu level 4 hospital. We have installed dialysis machines in all now our level 5 hospitals and heading to the other level 4 hospitals. We have ensured that even in a basic level 3 facility, that basic radiology like ultrasound, they are there. In all those facilities that we have built, none doesn't have a theater, including the level 3s. And so, there is no doubt now in anyone's mind that the leader in quality health care in Kenya is Kiambu County. And as we move on, I want to announce to the people of this Republic of Kenya that the way we have planned and the way we have set ourselves, we are going to cut short those journeys that our people in this republic make to India. They will be coming to this to this county of Kiambu. We recently had the first telemedicine operation supervised by doctors in the UK, as our local doctors here performed an intricate surgery in Kiambu level 5 hospital. And that is the story. We have rolled it out now again to the other level 4 hospitals. The story that was all over the country, that in public hospitals hakuna dawa, is now an old story within the facilities in Kiambu. Sasa, our new motto is kuna dawa. When again I was walking around with this booklet, I said to the people of Thika that we are going to turn Thika into an industrial smart city. I want to thank all the team here that worked relentlessly to make sure that Thika achieves the status that is credible to be qualified and examined to be a city. Only recently, the committee of the Senate has now passed the report and tabled it in the Senate. And that report is the subject of debate today afternoon in the Senate, having been approved that Thika is good enough to be a city. We believe that with that achievement, again, this county will have made tremendous progress, because we are now going to be again the regional hub within which all those that are far beyond us, from Garissa, from all the northern counties, including our colleagues around now, don't have to make the journey to JKA to go and have their commercial either flights, exports done in JKA. We can have it done here in Kiambu, because we have also mapped for our airport there. In our achievements, when I became governor again, we found that this county was spending close to 700 million shillings per year to pay for power bills. No wonder they were trying to switch us off a few minutes ago. We made a conscious decision that this story must change. We live in a modern day world, technology, renewable energy. Everyone is going that way because that is the future of the world. So why should we be left behind? We said we are not waiting for anyone. We are going for gold. And so we decided that we will be counted as the pioneer county that has transformed all public power, lighting, including water reticulation and pumping and serving, into solar. As of today, we have already installed 12,000 street lights. We're installing another 12,000 street lights this year. That makes 24,000. And next year we shall install another 24,000 street lights, modern solar street lights. And that will mean that the bill that we are paying of 700 million for public power supply will have been reduced to zero. As of today, from the 700 million, we are already down to 290. The rest is doable. We have made progress. I want to also remind our people, and as I say these things, I say them because our people need to know. We must be accountable to our people. What is it that we are doing with the money they give us? We made decisions that we are also going to tackle the tough part. The tough part is this. As most of you know, and the country knows, the resources that are supposed to come to counties to ensure that maintenance of roads is done, those resources have not found their way into county governments as of today. The Road Maintenance Levy Fund has been a subject of ping-pong between the National Assembly, between courts. The Council of Governors has put up a big fight to ensure that these funds come to the counties. Kiambu County, having been a deserving recipient of at least 400 million per year for the 3 years running, and this being the 4th year, we have only received 100 million out of a possible over 1 billion. But do we sit? Do we lie down there crying? Do we abandon our people? Our answer is no. So we again go back to where do these resources go to? The resources that our people have given us. Now we are on a robust road program at this time to ensure that the challenges our people have been facing in having good motorable access roads, we shall not wait. We shall not sit and say that we have an excuse because the money has not been disbursed or there are issues in court and the ping pong that I've referred to between the National Assembly and other organs. We shall be responsible and do the roads that we will do because our people must see where the money is going. Lastly, on the undertakings that we've undertaken, it has not been spoken a lot about by our people when we have been sensitizing and informing our people on what it is that we have done. Transport is a very important sector in all counties and in the entire republic. Mostly we ignore that within the transport fabric, that good modern bus parks are important to be done. But are they just empty fields? Are they just empty sprawling cable-covered areas or places where people just come and stop? Our answer is no. For every inch that we convert into a modern bus park, we also ensure that we include enterprise and job creation for our young people. That is why in all the bus parks that we have built, as of today we have built 14 bus parks, modern. We have also included modern serviceable kiosks and stalls that we have been giving to our people to ensure that our young people in their enterprise, in their small ventures, that they have a place they can call a business place. And this innovation has not only been in the bus parks. We decided to also tackle that tough terrain of our stadiums. In this time, Kiambu County is amongst one of the most proud counties to have modern stadia that are done to international standards. We already have completed the Gio Stadium. A few things remaining, but the stadium is usable. We have got other stadia that are already in the process of being finished. We have one in Kanjero. We have one that we are going to be doing in Githunguri that has been already started. We have got one in Nyamadhombe. We have got another one in Iroiro. We have another one in a place called Gekambura, that is in Kikuyu. And after that, we are going to do the second phase. But what is most important is this. When we went to start for our initial project in Thika, where we are doing a city, we also decided to modernize Thika Stadium. And we started the project. We decided that we are not going to waste space. And so within the perimeter, with our own innovative thinking, because we have our people at heart, and looking at the plight of all the young ladies and young men who are doing hawking business, we said we are going to give them also a good space where they can do their work. And within the perimeter of Thika Stadium, we have built 660 modern stalls that form that perimeter. And all those that earlier had to do their business worry if they should have their feet ready to run away from the so-called Kanjo. Now they know. Now they know that they have a place that they can go to and work in confidence. I want to take the opportunity to thank this team that is sitting here. I only have the luck of being given the responsibility to stand in front of the queue, and I've said this before. It's not that I'm better than all these other men and women sitting here. It's only that responsibility, as of now, of being the governor, happens to fall on my shoulders because I asked for the job and still ready to do it if the people of Kiambu say yes to another 5 years. But allow me to thank this team that is sitting here this morning, because without them, this would not have been possible. We have a wide team of several and different specialities and categories and professions here who ensured that we had proper and prudent resource management. That when a shilling came, that shilling was cared for. It was handled, it was respected, it was not plundered. And so, to all of you, my team here, who today have accorded me this platform to stand here in front of the country and in front of the people of Kiambu to count our blessings with you, my hat off for you. I want to also take the opportunity to thank members of the County Assembly. We have had a wonderful County Assembly this time. This County Assembly will go down in the annals of history. And I say that without batting an eyelid, because we have had sensible men and women in this County Assembly. We have women and men in the County Assembly of Kiambu today who made a decision that they will put the interests of the people of Kiambu and the welfare of Kiambu ahead of everything else, including their own personal gains. It is not once, it's not many times when they have been threatened themselves, including with their jobs. But they stood firm. Through the journey that I counted of battles that started within my first year, we battled together with them. They stood with us. They stood with us. And I want to say without fear of contradiction that if every other county assembly would be elected and do what the County Assembly of Kiambu has done this time, then this will be one of the greatest counties ever to be looked at. Indeed, within the next term, I pray that most of you succeed in your ventures. And I'm sure that when that gets done, then the good fortune of having experience matched by opportunity, then matched again by an executive team that has got a vision, then this county will go far. And so as many of you that are looking for the opportunity to get back to the assembly, may the God of favor be ahead of you. We are on the same path ourselves as a county. And I have a big team here also, led by myself, Kimani Wamatangi. And, you know, most of the people have been wondering why I have not been vocal on politics. As though probably I do not want to be in this position again. I do. But politics has its place. It has its time. When we were young kids in school, the first lesson that we all learned, including yourselves, was that when you eat a healthy what? A healthy diet, isn't it? Yes, that's what we learned. Now, a healthy diet, you are told, comprises of three things. Eat vitamins, eat carbohydrates, eat proteins, isn't it? Yes, that's what we will. But then you're also told that that's called a healthy diet when you eat all the three, isn't it? Then you also cautioned that if you eat too much, it will make you sick, isn't it? So you are told if you eat too much carbohydrates, then you are going to have kwashiako. You are told if you eat too much protein, then you are going to have you know. Yes, you'll be obese. Your hair can even come off. Much protein. But even as good as vitamins are, you're also told if you eat too much vitamins, what will happen? You start bloating, isn't it? And having indigestion, isn't it? Now, that's how leadership is like. That is how leadership. If you take too much politics, it is too much carbohydrates. You'll have a kwashiorkor, isn't it? Yes. So you must balance. You must balance. You have politics, you have presence, but you must have the vitamin of leadership. The vitamin of leadership is development. Is development. So we choose to start with ourselves in Kiambu County. Development is our top priority for now. Politics will come. And when politics meet people who have a record to show that they were given a job and they were true, said to the people in the first place that we are here for you. We are here to work for you. Nobody campaigns to be just politica in this country. Everybody says, I'm going to build roads. I'm going to build schools. I'll put our kids back to school. I'll help you with bursaries. That's what we all say when we get elected. The test is that leave that when they get elected. And that is why here in Kiambu County, in front of the queue and say, we have been true to our people. That stood with the word that we are going to ensure that we have served our people. My last remarks this morning to put up a challenge to all of us, and especially in this republic, because as a governor, I've also had the opportunity to serve as senator for 10 years. When I said we were going to transform education, people didn't believe that we were able to build all the ECDs. This venture, this journey that we have undertaken of transforming Kiambu, our intention is to make Kiambu now a model county for the Republic of Kenya. That other counties now can come and model what Kiambu has done and what Kiambu is doing. And when we do that, then all the counties in this republic can make true the story of devolution. And we all ensure that we have a better county. I want to take the last opportunity as I close, because I want to close now, the people of Kiambu themselves. The people of Kiambu. I want them to know that as the governor, I'm full of gratitude to the people of Kiambu. It's not just anyhow that trusted me. They gave me this job, and they also trusted me as you work that we would be faithful to the people. I want to thank them because when our people went out there to ask for resources, they also said that those resources would find their way to offering and giving a solution to the problems that affect our people. And so again, to the people of Kiambu, from wherever you are, in all the corners of Kiambu, my heart is off for you again. So we started by Heidi High.